The next advanced form will be Koon, means form of the people. It's actually a compilation of the 5 Pyongans and Bonsai, so you'll see a lot of the movements of the other forms. This particular form is a 5th degree TANG SOO form, and it's one of our requirements in the United Fighting Arts Federation. Once again, you'll see a lot of the movements of all the other 5 previous Pyongan forms, the basic forms, everything compilated together, along with a few special moves. Attention bow, ready stance, the opening, 1, arch wrist 2, bring it up to the top 3, break 4, exhale down 5. Center chop, look right center chop, balance, set, and spear hand, punch, outside, punch, and outside. Cross stance, down the center line chop. Center line chop, block, spear hand. Half turn chop high block, kick turn grab, squeeze twist shift, chamber grab squeeze twist, slide back and scrape off low defense. Chop high block, kick turn grab, squeeze twist shift, chamber grab, slide back, scrape off low defense. Pivot set, side kick bottom fist, elbow strike. To the right, adjust, side kick bottom fist, elbow strike. Low block forward for chop, chop and high block, middle kick, lunging, back fist. Step back outside defense, punch with a double punch. Turn, double spread block into a crane stance, all the way up to the top, break, exhale down, and hold. Drop down, look center, look right, scan all the way across in front, push up, low and slow. Step forward and chop, spinning low block punch, half turn right low block and punch, pivot set, crossover, side kick bottom fist, chop, block, spear hand, spin bottom fist, sliding back hand, elbow, set, 1, 2, double defense, cross low, cross high, spin underneath, wrist flex, kick, and strike. Pivot set, and attention bow, and return. Now I'll be breaking down each one of the self-defense movements and the practical application of each. The first move of the form was this particular position where the thumbs and index fingers touch, then the wrist arch up and bring it up. Break, exhale, and down. It could have some type of spiritual meaning. Some people interpret that as gathering your energy, bringing it up, becoming one with the universe, and coming down. So your mind, your physical, your mental, your psychological, spiritual, and inner self is all together when your hands come together. From a self-defense standpoint, also the moves have some interpretation. If somebody grabs you, like in the belt area or low, one of the first things you do is grab, and as you bring the hands up this way, you have the wrist flex. Now, what's not in the form is the follow-through with the takedown of the throw, which will come a little bit later. But just this and this can be a self-defense move here. So you hit and push up. This particular move coming down, when somebody tries to grab you and you bring your hands down together, you have your hands coming in together like this. Then you have them also prepared for the throws. So a couple of defenses against grabs or attempted grabs are involved in this particular movement that you actually can see. First one, a single grab, will be this. Then as you bring the hands up, when you get at about this point and push in towards the armpit, you have the self-defense move. The second one, here, coming down with your left hand meeting your right. In this position, you can go either direction with your step, and you'll be going right into your throw. Your first move in the form after your set position are your chops, which we've already explained here, and over in here against the chop here. Come over here if you will. Sorry. So I'll briefly describe, just in case you haven't went back to the other tapes. The next set is a balance move in this position. Basically, we've covered it before, but what this would be a ridge hand strike. I'll do it from this angle. Coming in within the spear hand, the punch, the twisting back knuckle, the punch, and the back knuckle. Very similar to the Bonsai form. As I said earlier, this form is a compilation of almost all the forms up to this point. Moving down the center line, we have the center chops, and the block and the spear hand. Once again, the block spear hand against any linear strike, it's just basically a block and a counter strike. If we're fighting in a tournament, a lot of times you'll block and you'll counter punch. So that palm block down and the reinforced spear hand can either go into the jugular notch or to the solar plexus. The next set of moves are the high blocks. Once you get to this particular position, simultaneous movement. If somebody grabs you from behind, as you step here, you can block up and you can counter strike at the same time. The kick would be to the face and so forth. The higher kicks basically are just for the challenge of doing so. Then the pivoting turning we covered before. Two interpretations. Groin grab, if they grab you, wrist defense, grab, squeeze, twist. Second interpretation, from the rear, the hands come this way. This will be a chop to the windpipe. This will be a strike to the base of the spine. If you want to go between the legs, it would be like this, and then pull. So this particular movement has a lot of meaning in that particular situation. The pivot sets, we covered a little bit earlier. Off of the wrist locks, the side kick, bottom fist, and the elbow smash. The higher kicks are for the challenge and for the skill involved in showing the higher kicks. Because it's physically impossible to kick to the person to the face from here and at the same time strike them. So if you apply your kick into the leg area or midsection area, then it works perfectly for you. You can see that move. It will be over here. Same position here. You load, you kick, strike, you move in, and elbow smash. The other defenses are basically where you're moving in for the outside defense and you're stepping back with just a double punch to the body. From here, 1, 2, and then double rapid fire punches. An interesting move from behind, if somebody grabs you from behind, you'll see this particular move. We'll cross stance, come in, and the hands will cross, and it'll be a double spread block. So in the form, it's positioned like this particular movement. And a lot of people don't understand what it's for or realize why they're doing it. Some people just think it's basically just for the skill or for the beauty of the art. But I can see that basically when you pivot and your hands come inside close and spread the arms out, then you're ready. If you want to come on down to this position and then come up, you have your wrist position, your finger locks. So in the form, you're turning and you're coming up to here. And then you're breaking and coming down. The drop down look center is interpreted basically as just blending with the environment around you. Instead of standing up, making your body closer to the ground, it's more of a creative or an artistic expression. That would show flexibility, being a little bit lower in your stance and your chops. The spinning low block reverse punches, basically if somebody's grabbing from the side or back, you're just coming around with a quick counter, strike and strike. Back here. Can be either from a grab or so forth. 1, 2. The next set of movements here, we covered before. It would be from here. Same position. Side kick, bottom fist, and then chop. Moving down the center line, we have the spear hand. So once again, we're blocking and spear handing. Somebody grabs a wrist, I tuck to the side, bottom fist. If somebody is a little farther away, I can slide up and backhand, grab an elbow. This particular situation will slow down just a little bit. Once we get to this position from here, here, we're going to visualize that we're being attacked by one opponent to your left, one in front, one to the right, and one behind, even 4 opponents. The one to your left, you have grabbed and hit with an elbow strike. The one in the center possibly has grabbed you, so your hands come here, they come over to here, and they go over to here. Then the next person is over in this position, so you're still in your horse stance, and you strike to the groin here, cross body punch here. The person behind you, maybe they grab you, and what you do is just do a quick pivot spin away from them to throw them off balance or release the hold. So this particular situation has a lot of self-defense interpretation for me. So you got the elbow smash here, the wrist throw here, the strike, the punch. Somebody's grabbed you here. If they grab on tight, they will be thrown this direction here. Then possibly, if you're ever attacked by a multitude of people, people are grabbing, punching, kicking at you all over. Another person maybe grabs you, and you do the double defense. He kicks at your groin, strikes at your head, and you got a wrist throw in this position. So I'll demonstrate this set of moves again. From here, 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 here. Look, double defense, here, here, spin, and saddle. So this whole set of moves is applied individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next move is basically a kick. Person's back a little bit. A kick. And the last move we'll do at this angle. 2 different meanings. Actually 3 different meanings. It's a move like this where you're dropping down. If you come up with the wrist like this and straight across, it can be an arm bar. If the person is in this position, you come across like this, you can bring them right across your leg, like so. So you're striking this way, right? Just crunching their back across your leg, which is a different move that's in there. So as your hand comes this way, it's striking right across the leg right there. So the Koon gun, once again, has a compilation of many of the moves, but if you just master this one form and all the hidden moves inside it, you'd have a complete system of self-defense. Now we'll have it demonstrate at full form speed again, please. Mr. Wood will demonstrate. Attention bow. Koon gun. Hello. Attention bow. There you have Koon gun, form of the people.